This video is sponsored by Utopia Toys and Models, where you can get all your toys, Gundam, anime, Marvel, Mafex, Nezuko, McFarlane, Hasbro, Godzilla's, everything that you could possibly want under one roof. Check them out at utopiatoysandmodels.com or come and visit them in Knoxville, Tennessee. We've got the SHFiguarts Giyu Tomioka, and we're going to see if he is better than the McFarlane Tomioka, and is it worth the upcharge to be better? So let's go check him out. Vlog breathing, review form, let's do it. What is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back to another episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where I unbox and give you my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see, hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos. And if you're already doing that, thank you so very much. This review comes to you courtesy of Utopia Toys and Models here in Knoxville, Tennessee. They have an amazing shop where they sell anime figures, Gundam, Robotech, all sorts of stuff, Marvel, Nezuko, Mafex, those kind of things. They are my go-to people for my action figures. And so when I get action figures, I try to go to them starting in 2025, working out a sponsorship deal, and hopefully we'll have a reviewer code so that y'all can get a little bit of a discount when you order from them online. But for in the meantime, just look at their website down below and see if there's anything cool that you want. Support John and Destiny in the group with Utopia Toys and Models. And what we have today from that store is SHFiguarts Giyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira. And in case y'all don't know who he is, just a short history. He is the Water Hashira. He was trained by Inosuke, who was the Water Hashira before him, who also trained Tanjiro. And so, but he is an extremely powerful Hashira, where he does the technique water breathing, where there are 11 forms to water breathing. And if you know all 11 forms, I encourage you to leave those in the comment and tell me which one is your favorite form of water breathing on that. But right here I have the McFarlane, and y'all saw that I did a review on the McFarlane figure not too long ago and gave you my thoughts on it so far. Yeah, my sword is just a little bit bent there too as well. But we're going to get McFarlane out of the way. We'll compare you here in just a little bit, but we want to see the box here that we've got. And so this is what it looks like. All Figuarts boxes look pretty similar. You got a picture of the character. You got just a good open package to show you just about everything you get. On the side, another picture. Back, you kind of see some poses that you can put them in. The Water Hashira. This side, some writings. Top, bottom, right there is a QR code if you want to scan that. There's the UPC code if you want to scan it. But this figure is $74.99. That's what he's going to cost you here in the States. If you order him from overseas, you might be able to get him a little bit cheaper, but that's what I got him for here. So at Utopia Toys and Models, so you make sure to go see them. But if you live in Knoxville, they got a great store, I'm telling you. But let's do this. Let's get him out of the box and onto my table. And here he is on my table, waiting to show you everything he gets. I don't know what you're saying there. But Giyu Tomioka looks, just so far first impressions, this one looks so much animation accurate. Looks really nice. Love the details that they put in it. The bad thing about Figuarts figures, and any figures, Figma, whatever, you see all the joints where you can get to pose them. But the trade-off is you get to pose them. I mean, that's what's great about it. So what you get in the box, you do get his Nichiren sword, which has the blue for the Water Hashira, which is really nice. Beautiful hilt, beautiful paint. Looks really good. I didn't know his sword was black like Tanjiro's, but oh, look, and they got the writing there too as well. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's the writing. If anyone can tell me what that writing says, then you are the winner. And then what do you win? You win my respect. You also got the hilt here and his sheath. I don't, there's an official name for it. I just don't know off the top of my head. So that way you can put that there. So that way you can make it look beautiful right there. You also get 3 separate faces. You get a more screaming, angry yellow face. You get a kind of a clueless face. And then you get another angry face. And you got his regular, just straight deadpan face. And then you got 1, 2 hands that can hold the sword, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 open hands there. So that's all the accessories you do get with Giyu Tomioka. So from a height standpoint, what he's looking like, if you look in inches, he is about 6 inches, a little over 6 inches, almost 6 1/4 inches tall. From a centimeter standpoint, as we flip this ruler, I'm going to get a better ruler someday, 15.5 centimeters on that. So that is how he measures as the crow flies. And so I'm going to pop the camera up a little bit because we're going to get into some articulation. And the articulation on Figuarts are just about the same on all Figuarts figures. They have head rotation, neck rotation on that. You get this bit of a butterfly joint right there. Not much, but you get the twist. You also get the twist here. You get more than a 90-degree bend. You get all sorts of angular that you can do right there. You also get the upper ab crunch and the lower ab crunch, and you can twist and turn those abs the way you want to. You also get, these are on hinges, so that way you can pose them with his robe out if you want to. Legs, you don't quite get the Van Damme, but you get pretty close. You also get thigh rotation, that rotation, and a little more than 90-degree bend there. But yeah, so that's what you get. And he does kick up front and kick back. So you have all sorts of posing options that you can do with this guy. But let's take a look at the details a bit. And so that looks, I mean, just the paint details. Figuarts is more of a premium kind of feel on the figures. So you get really great paint, you get really great detail, but you pay for that. That's the thing. So like McFarlane's was $24.99. That's kind of like your more mainline figure that you can just play with. These are ones that you just want to kind of pose in different poses and leave them in those poses. But just, you can see the gold buttons there signaling that he is a Hashira. Whereas you can see, and I'll bring Tanjiro in, he has the silver buttons. I wonder, I don't think we get on the back, I wonder if they did the detail. No, we don't get on the back with the wording or anything like that too. His ponytail, you get a little twist with that ponytail too. That's kind of cool. But the face looks really good, really smooth. Love his his Howry, how it's in 2. Does anyone know why it's in 2? I don't want to spoil it, but if you want to tell the crew why it's in 2 colors, you're more than welcome to, especially if you read the manga and if you watched the latest Hashira training arc in Demon Slayer. But yeah, just a gorgeous figure. Let's kind of rotisserie view him here. There's the front. There's the side, there's the back, there's the side, and there's the front. But overall, very impressed. My only cons on this guy, again, is you see every single joint. This joint's doesn't match up quite as well. That's the hard part when you have a pattern here, is trying to match up those patterns, but it's not that noticeable unless you're looking very closely at it. So, but everything else, there is no overspray, underspray. They got the details down right. Oh yeah, ankle tilt, all that kind of stuff. Forgot to tell you about that. But yeah, just bravo. Figuarts and Figma are kind of the figures, especially if you collect anime, that are kind of the de facto standard. I'm trying to get him to stand. I'm going to pop the camera back down. The de facto standard when it comes to like your anime figures and things like that. Now there are 2 camps. Some people love Figma, some people love Figuarts. I am on the camp of I love them both. They all both have their pros and cons, and but that's of me right there. And so let me bring in the 7-inch McFarlane Giyu Tomioka, if I can get him to stand. There he is. But just taking a look at the two, you can kind of see the face, the skin tone's off. You do have some overspray and stuff on the McFarlane, so not quite as much polish as this one does. Like the dullness of his uniform, and then the sword just bends. It's just bendy. That's not great. It needs to take a blue pill. But 21 points of articulation, where you got way more points of articulation here in Figuarts. But which one do you like better between these two? The McFarlane or the Figuarts one? I can tell you where I'm leaning, because this looks so much better that it'll get to the place where I may just start getting rid of my McFarlane just to keep the Figuarts ones. Don't tell McFarlane, although there's more McFarlane ones coming out. Figuarts has just started on the Demon Slayer ones. I think the next one we get is Rengoku. But you can supplement with Figma too as well. So let's bring in Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Inosuke to show you just from their height standpoint and their comparison there. And so there they are, Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Inosuke. My Inosuke is very big because Figma comes with this huge stand that you can do with this special edition one with his beast breathing first fang that you can do. But you can kind of see, of course, Tanjiro and Nezuko are a lot shorter than Giyu, but there you go. And then look, notice on the buttons, silver, gold. Gold represents Hashira. Silver does represent those that are part of the Demon Slayer core, but not the elite. But there they are. Looks beautiful. Looks great. Figma does match up well with it. Now, I'm very disappointed in this one. I liked it, but again, the joints, this one just where it really looks bad with the joints, but I mean, still, it's a great figure. I do have a Zenitsu Figma figure that I do need to do a review on, so I can kind of get all the gang together here with Giyu, and we're ready to kind of fight Rui and the demons there. Lower Moon right there. But yeah, so let me show you as well, like my other Figuarts reviews. Let me move Tanjiro to the side. If you want to replace the hands, the easiest way I like to do is twist and pull and pop. You may warm water will kind of loosen those joints a little bit. And then the hair will pop off, and you can pop the faces off and change those. Very, very simple to kind of just mix and match, plug and play, and those type of things. But what I've learned about Figuarts is each face has a different kind of like interlocking mechanism, so that way you can't take like Tanjiro's face and put it on this body, which I wish you could, but you can't. But you can probably pop off the head and put it on the neck there. But there it is. So I'm going to put him in some various poses, get him looking pretty, and give you my final thoughts here in just a moment. So stay tuned. Well, I had my fun playing with the Water Hashira, so here are some of my final thoughts on Giyu Tomioka. And so, of the Hashira, he is probably my second favorite. Rengoku being my first, he's my second, and then I would have to say it would be a tie between Tengen and Muichiro. But yeah, this is him. This is his outfit. This is how he looks. He just looks, from a pros, it looks great. It looks very animation accurate. You can put him in all sorts of amazing poses. You can just rock it out. It just looks so good. I am very, very pleased with this figure. So glad Figuarts is tackling Demon Slayer, because they could probably come out with a whole bunch. I mean, you got all the Hashira, you got the main guys, you also got Genji, you got Genya, you also got the Butterfly House, you've got all the lower moons, the upper moons, Muzan. I mean, just the possibilities are endless, and so hopefully they begin to come out with more of them, because I would love for them to release the entire line. I'm still waiting for Figuarts to release the entire line of Jujutsu Kaisen characters, but Demon Slayer, yes, definitely. Now, my cons on this guy is basically you can see every friggin' joint, but that's how it is with these figures, as you can see them. Unless you give them cloth goods or soft goods, that's what you're going to see. And how cool would that be with soft goods? But man, posing some of the cape, not the Haori and things like that might be a little bit tough. But overall, all the accessories you get, everything else on a scale of good, bad, awesome. This figure is awesome. When you bring it close to McFarlane, it doesn't even compare. This one wins hands down. However, from a value standpoint, $24.99, you get some extra hands. $75, you get a lot more posability and things like that, a bit more premium feel. So mass market, if you're looking for a mass market cheap Giyu, this would work. This will work for you. Just go find them. But if you want one for your collection to add it to really, because you're a huge fan and you love really great figures, go with this Figuarts figure. And again, thank you Utopia Toys and Models again for this amazing figure. If you're not checking them out, please check them out at their website. They're an amazing group of people. They're at just about every convention. So they're at MegaCon, they're just about everywhere. So if you're at a convention and you see their logo, just know that they are good people. Tell them Jimmy G from The Good, the Bad, the Awesome sent you. You never know what that might do for you. But that's all I got to say about that. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider becoming a member or giving a super thanks. But you know what, becoming a subscriber still means the world to me. But that's it. So until next time, tune in next time when we talk about something else good, bad, or awesome. But in the meantime, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. I'm gonna go play with my Water Hashira a little bit more. Water breathing, 11th form, dead calm. We'll talk to you later.